Robin, can we all agree that it's inappropriate for a married man to be in a hotel room with a single woman? Well, you might have to ask your husband, Juan Dixon. Hey, y'all, let's go ahead and jump into part 1 of the season 7 Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. And baby, when I tell you that production and Bravo came swinging out the gate at the 2-time Mrs. Juan Dixon, I'll tell you not a tale, okay? Child, I don't know. I'm just here for production and the way that they came with all of the smoke for Robin, okay? So out the gate, y'all. Out of the gate, we're just going to skip. We're just going to bypass all the cuteness, all the particulars, all the pleasantries. We're not talking about wardrobe. We getting straight into the mess. So let's get into it, okay? Robin, the 2-time Mrs. Juan Dixon. Oh my goodness. It's so happy to see that she has been married, okay? But that doesn't come without, of course, Bravo being shady and prefacing that with clips of her and Bravo Andy's sit-down conversation, right? With regard to the Juan Dixon cheating allegations, okay? And they also showed where, we also heard, rather, snippets of she and Giselle's Reasonably Shady podcast episode where she basically just went ahead and did her big one, right? She went ahead and just explained that, yeah, Juan Dixon was doing something inappropriate, but you guys are going to have to subscribe and find her on Patreon, right, in order to get that tea. So I thought that was very, very interesting for Bravo to include that snippet, right, in that particular piece, in their montage prior to jumping into the reunion. I do want to say that I think it is very, very great to see that they are, in my opinion, listening to us stakeholders and us viewers, okay? I will always say that if it is not for us, right, there would not be a Real Housewives of Potomac, a Real Housewives of New Jersey, a Real Housewives of Atlanta, a Married to Medicine, none of that, because we are who keeps the show going, okay? We keep them employed because our views pay them, right? If they didn't have views, the shows would be canceled, pulled from the network, and all those great things, right? Well, not so great things, should I say. So, yeah. Robin just, they just came out the gate just with it was just like, whoa, wow, okay. And I think that it kind of got, for me, it was a little stale, but the way that they kind of amped it up was just like, okay, I could kind of see and follow where you guys are going. Maybe they did that because they thought that this is what we wanted to see, but we've moved past Robin and Juan. We don't even care about that no more. But I am interested to see, later on down the line in parts 2 and possibly 3 of the reunion, how deep it's gonna get for the 2-time Mrs. Juan Dixon, okay? It was also not a good look for Candace. Not Candace, excuse me. It was an excellent look for Candace, rather, but it wasn't a great look for Giselle, Mrs. Giselle Bryant, the former Mrs. Jamal Harrison Bryant, okay? Y'all, child, I don't even know where to start at when it comes to Giselle, okay? She was all over the place in part 1, in my opinion. She went from snickering and giggling to kind of being on defense when Bravo Andy, at the very end of part 1, it was looking like he is gearing up to go after her because he asked, or he said, what did he say? He said something along the lines of, it was a viewer's question, rather, and he said, okay, this is what he said. Sorry, y'all, I'm having a brain fart. But what he said was, he was asking about Mia, and he asked Giselle, how does it feel, I guess, to see Mia be so transparent and forthcoming when we don't really know much about you. So I feel like that was a setup and a shift, and I feel like Giselle knows what's to come, which is Bravo India is about to be on her trail, and so is everybody else, okay? Because like I said, the entire part 1 of this reunion, Giselle was getting her life at other people's expenses, okay? She was getting her life when they came down on Mia. Now, we really didn't see her do too much when it came down to Ashley explaining her and Michael Darby's bad divorce and their bad marriage, and the fact that she didn't get anything out of the deal, with the exception of her 2 beautiful boys. That's it. And so Giselle really didn't have much to say when it comes to Ashley, and that is because I feel like she and Ashley are like, that's her little sister. Like, she's not gonna give her too much. But what's interesting to me is, why all of a sudden is she kind of gunning for Mia, right? Like, you and Mia were chummy, y'all were friends, y'all were, bosom buddies, and you were all gung-ho for Mia when she was damn, assaulting Wendy. But now when it came time for Bravo Andy to question Mia and her businesses and all the crap that she has been putting on social media with regard to the joint chiropractic and all these other things, yeah, it wasn't looking too good for Mia. Mia definitely was squirming in her seat. If she could bawl, like bust out crying, I really, really, really feel like she would do that. I really do. And here's just a side note for you, Mia. For you to just be up there just happily admitting that you took your man or your husband from his wife, and you got to do the things that you did to get him, you have to do to keep him. That just reeks of desperation. I mean, it reeks of desperation, even on down to when Ashley was discussing the particulars, well, not really the particulars, but she was giving some insights on her and Michael's divorce, and the status of it and what she would possibly be getting from it. Child, Mia, when she said that Ashley should have had another baby, I was just like, girl, please be quiet. Those are things that you think to yourself. If your mama never taught you anything, or Jacqueline's mom never taught you anything, it's to just, some things you think you don't necessarily have to say. You can be a realist and a real person and all of these wonderful things, right? Hero cookie, hero whatever, without actually saying the things that you say, Mia. That's the problem with you. You just don't have any couth, okay? In my opinion, not from what I've seen. You don't have any couth. You lack class. You lack intellect, and it's obvious, okay? Because anybody that's finna spend $65,000 on flooring in a rental home, the writings on the wall, in my opinion, with regard to her and Gordon's businesses, have been there all along. Mia likes to keep up appearances, okay? Now, I don't know what Giselle had to say with regard to the embezzlement claims, allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not, but it kind of makes sense to me. But then again, Giselle, you just will pull anything from anywhere. You'll pull anything from a tweet, from a blog, even out your own hat, or up underneath your wig, or your choir robe, just so it kind of fits into your narrative. So I don't even know. Don't even know if that has any truth to it, but whatever. But again, Ashley Darby, you definitely didn't, child, you didn't win, okay? And I love the way that Candace cleared you when it came to discussing her generational wealth. And here's the thing for me, so often, and I'm even experiencing this in my own personal life, okay? When you come from a certain like background or lifestyle, and you have parents that have means, or not necessarily means, but they have amassed like generational wealth, and they're willing to pass it down to their children, right? In black families and black communities, that's really not heard of. So it's really not heard of, okay? So I'm not even gonna, let me just stick to where I'm going with this. It's really unheard of, okay? And so I agree with Candace, for them to just basically villainize her throughout the duration of her time on the show, because she had a mother and father, right, who did what all parents wish that they could do for their children, right, which is set them up for life, right? Or put them on the right path to success or financial wealth, or whatever the case that is. That is not something that is common in black families. Y'all already know. Let's just go back down to the degradation of black households. Let's go back down to we're not even finna do no black history lesson right now, okay? Because I don't need DeSantis and none of them people trying to flag my channel, because y'all already know down here in Florida they're trying to take everything out of these textbooks, okay? And y'all not finna touch my YouTube channel, just in case. I gotta get on here and just slide in a little black history fact every now and again, just so that the people can come on here and listen to a little mess, because y'all know how we do. We like to listen to mess as long as we have a little truth in it. You know what I'm saying? Take from it what you will. But I digress. So, Ashley Darby, for you to be everything that you are, right, and just be such a proud woman and a proud wife to Michael Darby, a millionaire. My man is a millionaire. Your man can also leave you, which we see that he has, and nothing can secure the bag. Not even your kids can secure the bag for you. However, when you're born into generational wealth, okay, look at the Hiltons, okay? You're not Paris Hilton. You're not even the Rothschild level, okay? That's what you wish to be. But here's the thing. When you have parents that come from that, it's kind of like not even a given, but because I don't even want to say that. Like, children are just supposed to ride the coattails of their parents. What I am saying is this: if your parents have it, 9 times out of 10, that's more secure than you having something based off of like a husband, your husband or your wife, because a man or a woman can wake up at any given time and decide that they don't want to be with you. And especially if you don't know anything about finances and child LLCs, Ashley Darby, because there's no way in the absolute hell would you sit up and be saying on national TV that Michael Darby purchased the home in his LLC. Girl, I knew that didn't even sound right. And I'm not a real estate broker. I'm not into real estate. I don't have another L or a C. I don't have any of that. But I knew that didn't even sound right, okay? Because Michael Darby has been ghost for, how many seasons now? Okay? How many seasons has this man been out of the way? Okay, so girl, for you to just even be sitting up here going in on Candace like that, right? But for her to come back and clear you in a very Claire Huxtable style way, okay? I wish and I pray that your children do, right, amass that same type of generational wealth. But I know that they will. So, and I'm not taking a shot or a dig at Ashley's family or her kids. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying is sometimes we have to be careful, because Ashley, you was just like clowning that lady for living in her a townhome that her mother helped her purchase. But you're living off of a man. You're living off of a man that's not even your man anymore, okay? Okay, who has a key to your house. So you really have nothing to yourself. You're holding on to him because that's all you have. It's just his money. And you didn't even get anything out the deal, girl. You wouldn't even get 1 M. You didn't even get a couple $100,000. But you did say that there are some loopholes in that damn prenuptial agreement, girl. I don't know. Never been married, don't even care about it. But anyway, moving on. Just know that you got ate up by the Cookie Monster on the show, okay? On part 1. And she's going to continue to gather you. Oh, and speaking of the Cookie Monster, Miss Candace Dillard Bassett, and I'm only calling her in fun because y'all know I go up for Miss CDB, okay? I go up for her. When she read Giselle fulfilled, honey, and made her pick her jaw up off that floor, whoo, honey, I was like, girl, Candace, I just wish that they had dropped all the reunions, all the episodes just right then and there, because I just live to see her annihilate people with her words. And y'all rightfully deserve that. Giselle, you have been showing your gobble neck self all how many weeks this show been on? 17? All 17 weeks. That's on the average of what? About 4 months you've been showing your pine. Just showing it, just skinning and grinning and showing it and showing it and showing it. And now that the rabbits got the, you know what, it ain't funny. It's not funny to you, okay? Because you definitely did insinuate more than just Chris making you feel uncomfortable and inappropriate. Now, if anybody had done that to Jamal Harris and Bryant, which they have in the past, and maybe we've unlocked the code here, guys. Maybe that's why Giselle is making it her life's mission to go after people's husbands and marriages, because so many women have just stolen her spotlight. She's never had the opportunity to be loved, okay? We did hear that there were stories about her allegedly, right, finding out that Jamal was allegedly cheating on her, and she found this news out just maybe hours or days before she got married. Girl, please, Giselle, do you need to go back into your repertoire and your memory bank and just recall the times you stayed up at night crying and carrying on? That's not what Candace and Chris Bassett have, but that's what you want them to, because you would love to project. You love to project your insecurities, you and Robin Dixon. And Robin, hold on, because I'm finna come for you in a minute, okay? Y'all love to project your insecurities on other people. Now back to Robin and her damn dumbass comment. Can we all agree that it's inappropriate for a married man to be in a hotel room with a single woman? Now, Robin, I guess you just forgot all about production having video footage of you, okay? Because they definitely played that clip. And I know in every viewer's mind that is an avid watcher of Real Housewives of Potomac, I know everybody at the same time threw their damn hands up in the air like, girl, I know you're not finna sit up here and say that. And your man literally... Child, did y'all see how the camera people bent over to Karen after she said that? Like, girl, you don't believe that, and God don't even believe that. Robin, how could you sit up on national TV and sit up here and say that? I guess you thought that part wasn't going to air. They was going to cut that out conveniently. No, ma'am, you said it. And we all was sitting there looking like, girl, I know that's not even, girl, please, okay? Can't even believe you said that. And your man literally has receipts, okay? Literal receipts of him paying for a woman's hotel room. He's a married man, Robin. And even when he wasn't married, y'all were together planning your wedding. Planning to get married. Y'all were living together. Hopefully still sleeping in the same bed. So what are you saying? That's highly inappropriate, even if nothing did happen. So yeah, can we all agree that it's inappropriate for Juan Dixon to be to put his card on file in a hotel room for another woman, and he's not even doing anything? That is not him being captain or super save nobody. That's you being stupid. And you're going to have to come back and eat them words, girl, because I already know. I haven't even looked at Twitter, but I know they eating you up. But just based off that little thing right now, because I was just sitting there, y'all, like, there's absolutely no way in north, south, east, or west hell that Robin, you sitting up here saying this right now. I just could not believe that. It was unfathomable to me that she really got her behind up there and said that. Sometimes, Robin, you just have to let people take their L's, okay? You should have just let Giselle take this and just ride it on home to the bank, okay? You should. This should have been the moment where you started to distance yourself from her, but you just so far up her behind that, you know, you're just so scared of losing the only friend that you have. Because what's interesting would be if you guys were at odds. I'm pretty sure the ratings of RHOP would go up, okay? Because we need to see what is going on in their relationship. The green-eyed bandits, oh no, I know they're not dismantling, honey. I know it's not a crack in the surface or the foundation of y'all relationship, and apparently that's what it is. Whew, I don't know, y'all. Let's see, who else do we have to talk about? Karen really didn't give much this reunion. She just kind of sat down mute, just, you know, speak when spoken to type of a vibe. But I do feel like she's saving it. She's gearing up, oh, for sure. She's definitely going to save hers for Charisse. And I think that's going to be the real showdown. She's saving all her energy, honey. She protecting it. She ain't got time to be sitting around with these little girls and they BS and they drama. Child. And they got to be filming for 15 hours. Child, no. I mean, I absolutely agree. Karen didn't give much, but she definitely gave enough. Okay, speak when spoken to. Unlike Mia. Back to Mia and the health scare and all that. For you to try to sit up and call Wendy a hypocrite. Yes, she was a hypocrite, but she was trying to be kind to you. And I know, you know, that might sound definitely hypocritical. I'm not saying that Wendy wasn't a hypocrite in that moment when she came back on that hot mic and said, even though everybody know that Mia lying. Everybody know you was lying, like the lady said, honey. If you go into if you have cancer, you go to an oncologist. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, okay? And Dr. Wendy is not a doctor of, she's not a medical doctor, okay? So, I mean, it could have taken a 3 or 4-year-old to figure that out, Mia, that you was lying. Everybody knew you was lying, cancer, no cancer, in Giselle's voice. And this is not alleged. That's what that lady said, okay? I'm trying to think what else was memorable and worth noting on this reunion. Nothing really else has come to mind, y'all. I'm just very excited to see. I ain't gonna say very excited because I really don't care, but I am, you know, eager to see. I should say, that's a better way to put it. I'm eager to see Jacqueline and Mia face off, okay? Because to be honest, Jacqueline, I don't feel like you all the way clean in this situation, girl. I really don't. And so I'm anxious to see what type of receipts Miss Mia has on you. And I'm very much so anxious to see the type of receipts that you have on her. Oh, okay, y'all. Here's something that definitely popped up in my mind. So in the previews for the next, I guess, part 2, we see Mia just insulting things at Wendy, or just not insulting, but throwing things at Wendy when it comes to Peter. And I'm just like, Now, Mia, why you ain't never bring that stuff up before? And how are you and Peter Thomas on good terms again? Because let you tell it, you took his girlfriend. And, yeah, that was a fake flaggery situation. Because everybody know Patricia, how Patricia liked to roll. Nene had to put him in his place, okay? And tell him to stay out of women's business. And here you go inserting him back in there. Let me tell you something. You already done took one L. You done took several L's, okay? You done lost your businesses. They voting y'all out the company. Now you got to sell to sell your portion of it to help pay your bills and all these different things like that. Whoop de whoop de whoop. You done spent that 65, close to 70 grand on that floor in that rental home that somebody else is stepping on, heel torn, sashaying through, sliding, hoverboarding around. You don't even live there anymore. You don't even live in Potomac. And that is, so how humbling is that for you to open up the season, hi, we've moved to Potomac, only to say on national TV that you guys live in Bethesda, Maryland. I guess that's where you say it. Girl, where is that? I don't even know. But I know it's not in Potomac. And I think it's so funny that you ladies, okay? I wonder, does everybody really live in Potomac, or is Karen truly the only one that lives in Potomac? Her and Charisse. I'm gonna have to look that up, and I'll give y'all a short on that later. But yeah, the clips for part 2 are definitely good. I can't wait to see Candace continue to stick it to Giselle, because she definitely deserves it. Okay, and it's no surprise that Juan Dixon had to work and he wasn't there. Girl, Juan at this point in time just never come back. We really don't care. And the reason why you didn't come is because of the allegations that Karen had said. And I'm so glad you didn't come, because you would have made yourself like an ass on that reunion had you adamantly and vehemently denied the allegations, right, that came out, only for your wife to blow up your spot. You know what I'm saying? Just, oh gosh, y'all, I don't know. Go check out Carlos King's review. I love Carlos King. Like I said, he is reality TV gold. I mean, not many producers and executives of networks do these types of things. So definitely visit his YouTube channel and check out his latest video when it comes to part 1 of this reunion. Also, guys, I want to thank you all for getting me to 200 subscribers. Had no idea where you guys came from, but I'm so happy that you chose to come to my channel, that you choose to comment, that you choose to give your opinions respectfully. And furthermore, I'm just super thrilled, really, to be honest, because when I started this YouTube channel, I kind of did it just like on all in fun, really, and it still is fun for me, but I always had envisioned of like just creating a space where I could have like-minded people come together and just create a community where, you know, we all get along, we share our opinions and thoughts when it comes to our favorite reality TV shows, especially those of you who love Bravo shows and true crime shows. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm just kind of like tongue-tied today, but I'm not finna redo this video, so that's just what it is on that. Y'all just gonna have to sort through it, fast forward, whatever you gotta do. But nonetheless, I'm super appreciative of you all for joining my community. You know, I love you all so much, and like I said, I can't wait to continue to grow and have more people. You know, it's like a little family. It's kind of like the spot you want to come by and chill after you get off work or when you're on your lunch break. Just say, yeah, Gab is on, okay? I know she might be on there talking a little bit crazy, okay? But y'all need that in your life, you know, honestly. Y'all might be a little bit bored, to be honest with you. Who else can give you good quality reviews that be all over the place but me, okay? Ooh, I cracked myself up. But anyway, y'all, until part 2 of the reunion, I will talk to y'all later, okay? I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your President's Day. If you had to work, honey, like me, pour you up something to drink, even though I'm not drinking, but pour you up something, honey. Go back and go on YouTube and just type in RHOP reunion, whatever, commentary, and look for Funky Duneva has not uploaded a video, but I like Funky Duneva. I'm trying to think of who else has. I think Mims, Make It Make Sense, has. I follow and I'm subscribed to his channel. He has. Have not seen anything by Scotty by Nature just yet, but I'm pretty sure he will be doing that soon, not unless he did that last night. Because he typically goes live right after, well, not right after, but after, you know, the shows air. And definitely check out the King of Reality TV's YouTube channel. That is Mr. Carlos King himself, okay? He's dropping gems over there. He's giving his hilarious insight, behind the scenes info, all of that good stuff as it pertains to part 1 of the season 7 Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. So until next time, guys, bye.